I am so excited to do this camping scene with you, with the hammock. It is one of my favorites, honestly, and stringer is one of my favorite de-stressing things to do. So I think let's just get started. I think the best thing to start with is something simple. Let's do the moon first. So we're gonna tie a knot. So what you do, put it over 3 fingers, cross it, see like at the next, go under, so see how it made this little circle. Okay, then we're gonna put that circle right here. So we're gonna go right there, then do another little knot. I like to do the rule of 3, the 3 knots as close to the nail as possible. And if you want, you can do as many as you want, but as close to the nail, it just makes sure it has sturdiness and it won't come off. And then you want to cut it as close as possible. Okay, so you got the first part, and that sometimes seems to be the hardest part for some people, is getting started. So you've already done that. So you can see the moon is a pretty simple lines. So you just go around one way. Make sure to go around the nail. See how I'm going on the inside of the nail? I'll do the inside of the nail the whole way around. And then after, just wrapping each one. After, you will do the same but the other way. But this way you kind of have a map, and it makes it a lot easier to know where to go. So we're just finishing off, there we go. Okay, and then fill it in, and this part's pretty easy. You can fill in however you want. I just fill it in until I feel like it is complete and full to what I like. Everybody's different, but you can decide. All right, let's do it. Okay, so this is full enough for me, so I'm going to go back around it, but the opposite way of where I went. So I went down and then up, so this time I'm going up and then down. That way you're getting that defined look. Now something I like to do is to go back and do it again. So as soon as we're all the way down, I'll go back up because I like a double line. I think it looks really classy and it really defines it. So I'm gonna go back the opposite way and do the same thing. And then I'm just gonna tie a knot at the end, and then we'll have the moon done. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it. Since we already tied a knot on right here, I went up 1 to tie the knot. That's just so that there's more room. Give it some space to cut it so there's enough. So you can tie the knot and then just do the same type of knot, 2 or 3 fingers to tie the knot. And remember the rule of 3s. So that was 1, 2, 3. And see? There you go. And then cut it as close as possible. Okay, we've got the moon done. What should we do next? I think that we'll do, because right here, see, this is the fire. This is probably the hardest part. So we'll do that last since you're still learning. Let's do the back. So we'll do the tree trunk, okay? We'll do, this is like the behind of the tree, the back of it. And so you want to do that first so the layers are proper. So right here, see how the hammock goes all the way over? We're gonna use this spot. Here's the tree right here, so the middle one. Okay, and we'll do that rule of 3. Okay, and cut it nice and close. And then this is gonna go all the way down. And then let's go up. And then keep going. So we want that definition behind it, the layering. So we'll go up and then down. And I think it looks better if it's thicker. So I think right here, let's do it thicker. This is the only space that the trunk will even be showing like through. So only right here, I am gonna do it thick. And cut it. And then tie it. Oops. See, even I let go of the string sometimes. Okay. Tie it, the rule of 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, cut it, and we're gonna do the same thing for that tree over here. Okay, so start in that middle spot right next to the hammock. Tie the knot. Okay, rule of 3. Cut it. Okay, and then go down, and then back up, and go up to the top, straight line. And then down so we can give that thickness that we want. And then back up. I'm going to tie the knot. Because it's not super thick, it's okay to tie it right there. So we'll cut it, do the 3 knots, and then let's get the rest of the tree done. I bet you guys are pros by now. You're already starting to figure out the nice simple things that really make the definition go, and it makes it all a piece of art. Okay, let's do the green next. And I have provided you enough that you can do all of this, and you should have some extra. So let's do this tree next to the moon. We'll do the top part, and we'll start right there. Tie your knots. 3. So do you remember how we did this? So we went up and down so we can get that double line. So I'm gonna do the same, but in different directions. To get that tree. So, you know, going here and then back. So from here to here and then back. And then from here to here and then back. But remember how we did right here? To really get that thickness, we'll do the same right here. And really the whole tree, because we want this tree to be thick. It's gonna be pretty. So, you know, doing a double. And then even right here, we'll do a double. And then go back down. And do the same exact thing that you did right here. Do it right here. And then keep going so you get that little tree form. So back, go back, back, and back. Okay, and you're gonna do it the whole way down. And sometimes a trick, because look how it's getting thicker, you can push down the string just a little bit, and that'll help you have enough space for all the string that you want. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we're down to the last one. Okay, so I want a little extra tree right here. So there you go. I'm gonna tie a knot right there. Let's cut it off. Tie the knots, and we'll do the same thing over here. Okay, do you think you can do it? I believe in you guys. I'm really, really excited for this. I know it is gonna look perfect in your house and perfect in your room. I'm really excited, so. Okay, tie that third knot. Oh my goodness. Okay, got it? Let's see if you can do it all by yourself. I'll be right here, I'll video the whole thing, but I won't be talking in it so that you can have your own moment to do it. How did you manage? I bet you did great. Okay, the next step, the hammock. Okay, I love hammocking. Me and my husband used to go all the time. So this like brings back memories. So pick a spot and do the knot that you've been doing the whole time, 3 of them. So I picked the 1, 2, 3 in to start, but it really doesn't matter where you start. It's similar as the moon of what you're gonna be doing. So we're gonna go and do that shape of going around each one, like this. Ooh, it's going too fast. So you go around the whole thing. Oh my gosh. Don't mind me even messing up. Happens to the best of us, huh? Okay, so as you're going around, just make sure you're doing the inside first, and then you can do the outside after. Oops, okay, so here's a trick. You want to go to right here and not right here, because this is kind of where the hammock is being hooked onto. Okay, and so then you can go down. That's the one tricky spot, but you're doing just the line, just like how you were right here and all throughout this. It's just to kind of give it a new detail. So go around the whole thing. And then same thing for right here to here, doing that line. Okay, so now you have the outline. Okay, fill the whole thing in just like how you did the moon. Put it the amount that you really think is best. And when you're done, we'll pick up and I'll show you how to do the fire. Okay, how is the filling in? Pretty good? Okay, so we're gonna do going around the outline both ways, because this one really needs that definition. So do the same thing you'd already done, going around the inside. And then do the same and go back around. Okay, you've done the inside, now do the outside. Tie that knot 3 times. And you're done the hammock. All right, the real question is, should we start the smoke next or do the fire? I kind of feel like we should do the smoke first. What do you think? All right, we're doing the smoke. We're doing it. Okay, let's start on the smoke. Now you've already done these lines, like you learned how to do this right here. So this part of the smoke is just the same thing, but just curved now. So I'm pretty trusting that you can do it. So see right here, we're gonna go straight across. So there's 1, 2, 3 right here. So let's go to the third in. So 1, 2, 3. That way you can get those knots in. We'll know the details. Okay, so we'll go down, over to the right, and then down one, and then go back up and go over to the left. Okay, so now we're gonna go down one right here, and then all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So there's in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nails on this part of the smoke. And just keep and go up. And I think it looks better if you get it thicker. That's my opinion. You do not have to follow that though. It'll look good either way. Okay, and then tie the knot. And cut it. All right, the next one. Let's start at the top because this one kind of looks a little confusing with all of it going on. So I'm gonna just start right at the top. Get that knot in there. Okay, so this one has 17 nails in it, and so we're gonna go up and just keep going around, and then here we go, it starts curving, and it's curving to the left and down. So remember, like, this is over somewhere else, so don't go over to that one, go down to the left, and just keep going. And then here it's kind of getting confusing, so we don't know how far we're going, so we'll count since there's 17 on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, you know what? I counted wrong. I'm sorry. 16. So to 16 nails. So you cut it. Oh, you don't cut it. You go back up. Just wanted to trick you for a second. Make sure you're paying attention. But I can tell you're paying attention. You're confused just as much as I was for a second. We're back on track. We're good. Going back up, just like we did with the trees and the other smoke. And because we want that thickness, we're gonna go back down one more time. And we'll be good with this line. And I think it looks thick right here where I don't think you'd have to go all the way back up, in my opinion. So I just went up to the third one and cut it. Okay. Here we go on cutting. All right, let's do the last one. Okay, the last one. Let's tie it. So see how there's like this double nail right here that's nice and close to each other? We'll go on one of those. Now if you went to not this one, but the one to the right, you're gonna need to go back just like I did to 1 over. So go back one, just a one, and then come back, then go up, and we're gonna kind of follow it down so you can see that it's a curve right here. And there's 11, and I did count right this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then go back up. And then go back down. It's looking pretty thick to me, in my opinion. I think it's good without going all the way back up one more time. All right, so cut it. You are done the smoke. Okay, the next part is the trickiest part, but you've learned so many different skills now. You can put it all together and it's just gonna look really good and you are gonna be amazing at it. Okay, so we are gonna start with the wood first. Okay, let's do the knot. We're gonna go to the far right here. Tie those knots on. Okay, and then go, there's one right here to the up and slightly to the left. You want to go over there, and then you want to come all the way over to the far left, but the one that has nothing on it yet. So there, and then go down slightly left, and then go to the middle one in there, and then go back. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go, so there's only 6 nails total in here. So you're gonna go to the up one, and then to the left, and then go back, and then go over one to the left, and then go to the right all the way, and on the top, and then come back down. And so see how it made that X? You want to do the same over here. So go all the way to the top left and back, and then go up one, right to that middle one, and then back, and then go up again to that middle one, and then to the far left bottom one, and then back up and down. So then you made this nice little wood. Okay, so now go around the whole thing on the outside to get that nice look of wood. Okay, and then let's tie it off. Okay, we got the wood done. So we're gonna do the orange next. Okay, so we're gonna do that around it first. So let's start right near the wood. So go 1, and then up, and then the one right here. So from that corner over right to that little middle in between area of the wood. See that? Okay, tie it on. Okay, so we're gonna go up 1, 2, 3, and like kind of making a triangle. That angle, we'll go over 1, and then back up 1, 2. Okay, now go down 1. So starting to get that fire look, and then go up 1, 2. And so you're connected right to the smoke, and then go down 1, 2. Okay, do that angle, up 1, 2, then go down 1, 2, up 1 to the left, and then down 1, slightly angled, 2, and then we're going to touch that fire just slightly to the wood, hit the middle one. Okay, we did the outline, so now what you need to do is just fill the whole thing in of the inside of orange. Do all that and then come back to the same spot and I'll show you what's next. Okay, now that it's filled in, you actually just only want to go on the outside of this one more time around the whole fire, because we're going to put yellow on the inside to kind of give it more flames, some more depth to it. So once you do all this, we'll do the tying off it and you'll be done with the orange for the whole string. Okay, so tie it off. Okay, and lastly, the yellow. Okay, so you're gonna start out, doing the outside or the inside of it of the orange. So just do the same thing you did with the orange, but on the inside. So let's start on this little fire piece right here. Okay, so do your knots. Probably a professional at the knots by now, and you might have calluses if you continue doing this. Okay, so this was the outside, now you're doing the inside. So go down and just go around the whole thing, okay? And once you do that, there's only one final thing to do with this yellow. So we made it back here, go down 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then go directly up and to the right at that extra nail, and then back, go up 1, and then back, and then over to the left, and back, and then back down. And then let's go over 1 to the left and up 1 and tie it off. And guess what, guys? We are done. You finished your very first string art. I'm so excited. Tag me at Kayleigh Design on Instagram. If you post it, I would love to see it completed. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I hope that it helped you and you can find a love for string art as much as I do.